Ambassador Kintu Nyago, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Shaka.
Your reaction, sir, your reaction to what we just heard.
Well, thank you, Shaka. I will just begin by complimenting on what the great boxing legend Larry Holmes talked about, why Muhammad Ali was much loved in Kinshasa as compared to George Foreman. Ali deliberately spent more time in Kinshasa before the fight. And also he interacted more intimately with the people, jogging, talking to them, and that helped him to create what we can call a synergy or some kind of chemistry between him and the people. Well, plus the fact that he was an icon by then, after having refused to go to be drafted into the Vietnam War. But I mean, it was deliberately, Ali liked the people, and he spent more time with the people, related with the people, and also attempted to identify with their culture. And that was very, very critical in terms of Ali's creating the synergy and the chemistry between himself and the ordinary people in Kinshasa. Now in Africa, you find that Ali was also viewed as an icon, and people are mourning because you find that, say, the Nelson Mandela Foundation has sent its condolence messages. Leaders like President Museveni also sent their condolence messages. And also in Uganda, you find that there's a special attachment between the boxing fraternity and Muhammad Ali, in the sense that in 1960, one of our boxing coaches informed us that he trained Muhammad Ali in Rome. And this again points out to Muhammad Ali's humble nature and wanting to relate with people, because Muhammad Ali, who was 18 then, and in the American team, in the Olympic team, came over and politely requested Mr. Tom Kawere, who was the coach for the Ugandan team. He wanted to train with Africans. And Mr. Kawere accepted Ali for three main reasons. Because he was black, that's point one. But point two was because Ali was polite to him. And then he allowed him. But I mean, it was unusual for a coach to allow somebody from a competing team to come and train with him. And then he allowed Ali to train as a young man, and he was impressed by Ali. And Kawere also points out that he did give one or two tips to Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali is somebody who is really a very good icon, a role model to many people. And also we remember him because of his activism. And we should not forget that he sacrificed 4 of his best years in life as a sportsman, because when he refused to be drafted, that was the best time as a sportsman. I mean, in boxing, you can't do it forever, like, say, in some of the other activities. So the best time in his life, he sacrificed it. And he lost a lot of opportunity and money. But I mean, he stood by his principle. And that's very, very important. Plus the fact that, as we have mentioned, he eventually actually even became a statesman. He became a statesman in America, because we should remember that, because he met in the White House, I think, 4 presidents, including Reagan, Mr. Bush, G.W. Bush gave him a medal. He met Mr. Clinton and Mr. Barack Obama. So he became, even a statesman within America. And even, I do remember President Carter did send him on an emissary to Africa, I think in 1980.
Very interesting. In addition to the interaction between then box, of course, Cassius Clay in 1960 in Rome with the Ugandan team, which was, of course, coached by Tom Kawere. Muhammad Ali also happened to have visited Uganda in 1989 and took some pictures, in fact, with Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni, who made some remarks suggesting that Ali, in Museveni's words, epitomized things like discipline, determination, and defense for the marginalized people. Ali, he said, he added, was also a revolutionary in his own right. What was he looking for?
Very true.
What was Ali looking for? He seems to have a thirst or a curiosity for Africa, a land perhaps where his ancestors came from.
Well, you must appreciate the historical context under which Ali grew up. I mean, in the 1960s, Jim Crow rose in America. I mean, black people didn't have much of a say. So that was the background. And then you find that within that context, he emerges as a very talented young man. And for some reason, I guess, based on the way he was brought up or whatever it was, he had very strong conviction plus the fact that, well, he related with Elijah Muhammad of the black Muslim Nation of Islam. All that, I think, informed his consciousness. And then one other thing, Shaka, that we should recall about Muhammad Ali is the fact that currently you find that many people associate Islam with violence. But Muhammad Ali, as a Muslim, who became eventually even a Sunni Muslim, was a peaceful person, and he used to profess loudly and clearly and very articulately to everybody who could listen to him that Islam is a peaceful religion, and as really exemplified by his own character.